Well, hello there, my friends. How is everybody doing? Nicole, how you doing? Sorry I was a little late. I meant to go to start broadcasting right at 6, but our class went a little long, so hope you guys are doing well. Sorry, I just ran to my car because I want to be here on time for you guys. Yes, better late than never. Hey, if we haven't met, hello. Nice to meet you. My name is Jay Howard. I live here in the LA Orange County area. I'm an aspiring television host. And I do this little thing here around this time every evening called Live with Jay. It's a little show I do. And so tonight, I'm going to be sharing the show with a friend of mine here on Periscope, the Nicole Lopez. Her name is not the Nicole, it's Nicole Lopez. But her username is the Nicole Lopez. So I'll show it to you guys right here. I always write it in Sharpie and then I show it to you backwards. That's her right there. So you can find her. You can screenshot that. She's right there in the purple. Nicole Lopez was taken. I understand. So we're going to be, here's what we're going to do. We're going to chat for a couple minutes here on my broadcast, and I'm going to pitch it over to her. That looked backwards. Okay. Then maybe just this way. How about that? It was backwards. There you go. There you go. Read it in wheat. Nicole Lopez. She's commenting a whole bunch. You know, you'll find her right there with the blue hearts. She threw up the blue emojis. But so we're gonna have a little conversation about some television shows here on my broadcast right now, and then we're gonna go over and we're gonna watch Nicole Lopez talk a little bit. Is that cool with you? So if you're new here, I'm glad you're here. And today we're gonna be talking about something very important, and it is television shows, TV shows. I don't know what your favorite is, but I have some favorite TV shows, and so that's what we're talking about tonight. Hey, and if you guys wanna help me get to 2 million hearts, you can tap away, and we can have a good time together. So, my top 3 TV shows, and then we're gonna go over to Nicole, and she's gonna tell you her top 3 TV shows, are very important to me. I take television very seriously. So I'm gonna start at the bottom, and then we're gonna climb up. So, number three, my third favorite TV show. I see Prison Break, okay. My third favorite TV show is, I know it's gonna be a lot of people's, Breaking Bad. AMC's Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston. If you haven't seen it, I don't know how you're like still living on planet Earth. I just, me and my wife started watching it on Netflix, and it really like ruined our lives for about 2 weeks. We, as I'm sure everyone did, just binge watched it and got totally obsessed with it. Love Jesse's character, yes. Parenthood, my wife cries at that all the time. So Breaking Bad is my number 3. These were all very close, right? They were all very close. But so I know Breaking Bad is, a lot of people consider that one of the best TV shows of all time. You've never seen Breaking Bad? Oh, come on now. I can't believe you've never seen Breaking Bad. But I loved it. I thought the Albuquerque setting was awesome. I thought, it had a really interesting moral arc, taking a good man to a bad man. It was really interesting. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, is it still on Netflix? I assume it should. I assume it still is. But this guy will one day be famous. Well, thank you. You should take a gift for your eyes. You haven't seen Breaking Bad either. Well, stop what you're doing. You have my permission just to leave this broadcast right now and go see it, because it's that good. It will ruin your life for a couple weeks because you will become obsessed with it. I promise you that. Okay, so that was number 3. Number 2, starting at the bottom and I'm walking up. Okay, so now you see 3. Number 2 is House of Cards. Once again, I know it's not a shocker. Here, my number 1 might be a little bit more surprising, but House of Cards, Netflix. Here's the problem with House of Cards. They release all of the episodes at once. And so I watched the entire season in like 2 days. And then I'm left sitting there just like, I can't believe that's over, So I will say this. I think that House of Cards is produced by Netflix. They put Netflix forth. What is House of Cards about? House of Cards is about, American politics. And it's a drama that has to do with basically this guy, Frank Underwood, and his climb to the top and to be president. And it is fascinating. I really like it because I really like dark shows like that. And it's really dark, kind of sinister. You know what I mean? It's got a great tone. The tone of it is great. They've had 3 seasons, and every time they've released a new season, I watch it in like 48 hours. So here's the thing: when the first one came out, I did not realize that they had released all of the episodes, at once. So I went through the entire first season, and I finished it, and I was like, oh cool, we're gonna keep watching it. But I was like, oh, the second season doesn't come for like a year, and so I'm now without House of Cards like a year, and it like broke my heart because I watched all the episode at once. And I didn't realize there were no more episodes to watch. I would have like emotionally prepared myself if there was, if there's more to see, but there wasn't. So yeah, are there House of Cards fans here? House of Cards, Scandal is Nicole's favorite. Okay, well, all right. Well, so my number 3, Breaking Bad. Number 2, House of Cards. So we've got Nicole Lopez. What's her address? She's right there. The Nicole Lopez. That's her right there. So yeah, I know a lot of people have just joined. So to reset before we get to number 1, we are doing top television shows, my top television shows of all time here. But just to reset, if you're new, if we haven't met, my name's Jay Howard. I live here in the LA Orange County area, and I'm an aspiring television host. So I do a little live daily show called Live with Jay. That's what this is. And tonight we are going to be hanging out with one of my friends, one of my Periscope friends. Her name's Nicole Lopez. So we're going to be going after this. We're going to be going over to her handle, and we're going to watch her broadcast where she's going to continue the conversation. So I hope you're following me if you're new. If you're not, please follow me so we can hang out. We can be friends. So we've done number 3. We've done number 2. Now it's time for number 1. What is my, I do have Twitter. It's at JLives1. It's the same handle as here on Periscope. I'd love it if you followed me on Twitter. So what is I know you guys are all wanting to know what my number 1 is, right? Whatever. And if you like the show, would you tap away and give hearts? Yeah, heart bomb it up. That's right. That's right. Yeah, we'll do a drum roll. We'll do a drum roll. Drum roll, please. Okay, number 1. This might be a little bit of a surprise because this is a less popular show, but it is so good. My number 1 is The Newsroom. The Newsroom with Jeff Daniels. Yes, number 1. It is The Newsroom. It is HBO show, and it like rocked my world. So it's a drama that follows a cable news network, and it just kind of shows. It's really interesting because it shows how, I know some people have never heard of it. It wasn't as popular. It did like win an Emmy. It won some awards. It's a couple years old, but it shows like how news is made and how they decide on what to put, what news to put forth. And then there's just it's a drama woven into that. And Love Your Eyes Will Thank You. Where am I now? I am in the Santa Monica area. And so Jeff Daniels is in it. It's his first, I don't know if it's his first one, but it's a serious role where he usually plays comedies. He's the guy from Dumb and Dumber, and he plays this awesome news anchor. And it's just, it is so good. The way that they do the show is so good. You tried hard to get into it, but it just couldn't capture me. You got to get past like the first episode or 2. It's a little bit slower, but once you start actually caring about the characters and getting more later into the seasons, it is just, oh, it's so good. Me and my wife cried at it multiple times. It is so good. And I like it because it makes you feel smarter. Like you feel like you're learning stuff. You feel like you're watching something that has some meaning and some weight to it. So that's mine. 3 is Breaking Bad. Number 2 is House of Cards, and number 1 is The Newsroom. So those are my recommendations for my top TV shows of all time. So there you go. There's my top 3. So here's what we're going to do. If you aren't following me here on Periscope, please follow me on Periscope. Also, I'd love if you followed me on Twitter because I like Twitter because we can correspond off of the app. And please watch the road. I'm not driving. I'm sitting still. Hands off the wheel. I like Twitter because we can correspond off the app. You can tweet at me. I can tweet back at you. So follow me on Twitter too. Same handles here on Periscope at JLives1. And let's be friends. Let's hang out. But so here's what we're gonna do. At Nicole Lopez, there she is. She just put up the blue emoji hearts. So we're gonna me too, gonna go over to Nicole. Nicole is a super cool Periscoper. She talks about all kinds of stuff, entertainment. She Periscopes all the time. We're gonna jump over to her broadcast. We're gonna follow her, jump over to her broadcast, and she's gonna continue the conversation. You say, how, Jay? How's she gonna continue the conversation? Well, she's gonna give us her top TV shows and recommend them for you so that you can see them too. So let's do it. I'm going to be there too, so you should be there too. Hey, maybe when you're there, maybe just comment and say like, hey, I just came from Jay's broadcast or whatever, something like that, just to let us know who you are, right? So follow me here on Periscope. Follow me on Periscope. On Twitter. But let's right this second. She's about to broadcast right this second. Let's jump over to Nicole's, and we'll see y'all soon. Let's do it. I like it, Kristen. Let's do it.